Good evening, I'm the Game Tutor, and tonight we're going to be looking at Headlander, a 70s style sci-fi Metroidvania game from Double Fine Games and published by Adult Swim. Now, during the current indie renaissance, we're seeing a decent amount of Metroidvania games, none of which are actually from Castlevania or the Metroid series, but that's a conversation for another time. A few videos ago we looked at the rather excellent Ghost 1.0, and actually Headlander is in many ways very similar, so is it worth jumping in for some more Metroidvania loveliness yet again, or should this one be left sitting on the floor? Now, Headlander sees you in a futuristic dystopia where mankind have replaced their bodies with robotic ones. The main premise of the game is you are the last human awoken from cryogenic storage, and thus only your head has survived. So you find yourself as a floating head in a jar which can float around and attach yourself to other robots. And the setting of the game is vaguely reminiscent of something like Logan's Run in terms of style. As you attach yourself and take over different robots, they gain access to different weapons and, more importantly, by their colour, different security levels that allow you to progress. Now, don't get me wrong, Headlander is a good quality game, but I can't help but feel a few small changes would have been made. This could be one of the best Metroidvanias out there. Now, in terms of Metroidiness, this game is definitely Metroid Fusion as opposed to Super Metroid. Now, there's very little in terms of exploration, which is a bit of a missed opportunity. You generally know exactly where you've got to go, and you know that the sections you can go to is denoted by the colour of the robot you have. Each door is coloured or a hatch, and almost all sections are very clearly marked on the map. Now, there are a few hidden secrets that involve jumping down gaps or smashing through walls, but these are definitely in the minority. Now, my first playthrough, really not going out of my way to find anything secret, yielded a 92% completion rate, with the 100% doable in little over an hour or two extra. Now, the game is split up into a number of zones, which each have a specific challenge in that zone. My personal favourite was the chess battle arena, which sees you take over robots that work in a similar way to chess pieces, and that leads also to the game's most memorable boss, even though there's actually not that many bosses to choose from. Now, one thing that I did really like are the angle puzzles. In Headlander, lasers generally bounce off of walls, and this is used in a number of puzzles where you have to shoot multiple mirrors at once. The few of these puzzles there are, which tend to appear in the later stages of the games, are fun and well thought out. And to be honest, an iOS game containing just these puzzles would actually be quite a welcome, fun game. Each zone also has an extra quest that involves killing a mob or finding something specific, but these are generally low key and definitely could have been made into so much more than they are. And that really sums up the game as a whole, to be honest. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a fun, interesting and pretty competent Metroidvania that's actually worth playing if you're a fan of the genre, but it feels like everything could have been so much more. Maybe a little bit more development time, maybe a little bit more money, who knows. But as it is, Headlander is a pretty good game as opposed to a jewel in the indie genre crown. If you love Metroidvanias, then this is a pretty good one, but it isn't the absolute best of the genre. See you later. Night night, Andy. If you've enjoyed tonight's video, please like and subscribe. Remember to come and check us out at thegametutor.co.uk, where news, articles and videos are updated on a weekly basis. Also, please check us out on Twitter, Facebook and Dailymotion.